Hi, I'm Dave Stoop, and I'm sitting here with Steve Arterburn, and we're the editors of the Life Recovery Bible, and we're talking about the 12 steps, and today we're talking about step number 4. And step 4 is where a lot of people really get stuck. They come to this step, and it's like it doesn't sound that bad until you see that there's a couple words in there that make this a deep beginning of a deep process.
Well, I want to read the verse because this is one of the most powerful verses that I think that corresponds with the step, and it's essentially, or it is, Lamentations 3:40, where it says, "Let us test and examine our ways. Let us turn back to the Lord." And you know, this examination of ourselves, a lot of times that examination is only of the shame that we're experiencing or that we're feeling. But I believe that a searching and fearless inventory that we take means that I push away the shame a little bit so that I can truly search for what it is that has been done, that is there, and then I can be honest about that and fearlessly look at the truth about my life.
You know, and the importance of this step is so critical because the alcoholic, the addict, the sex addict, the overeater, whatever the addiction, we're always blaming somebody else. We're saying, oh, because they said this or they did that or the way my mother was. You know, it's always blame, 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 and never any responsibility. This step says, no, we look at ourselves. And you said fearless moral inventory. I remember the days when in treatment they used to hire pastors to listen to this step because they didn't have to report anything.
Yeah.
And that's how fearless sometimes this inventory is, that we really start to dig deep and put things out on the table that we've never spoken of, maybe.
Right. And it's in our secrecy of these moral dilemmas that we face and where we fail morally. It's in our secretness that we really get sicker. And to take a look at this, because the next step's going to lead us to reveal these things to someone.
Yeah.
But to first of all just take that look. It's a huge step, especially if we're not using our favorite coping mechanism to kind of numb the pain a little bit.
You have to get off your favorite coping mechanism if you're going to do this. That's why it's a fearless inventory, and it looks at moral issues. It looks at the things that I've done that have been wrong, the things that I've done that have been hurtful, things that I have done for whatever reason, all the things that I've done, and I search and I search and I search, you know. And Romans 12 also talks about, you know, let us make a sane estimate of ourselves. So look at it objectively and write that list. And it's going to take some time, but this is a critical part of the whole recovery and healing process. If we skip this step, we have sabotaged the whole process. This is a very critical point that we come to.
And one final note, and that is that when we're doing a searching moral inventory, it might mean that since we were so delusional or we were so deluded during many points of our life, that we may need to search out some people that could help us understand what happened and what we did and what were the decisions that we made.
So we can really understand it.
Yeah.
And you know, the whole thing with an addiction is denial. And then denial works for my benefit. You know, I always thought it was you were in denial to fool me. But no, you're in denial to fool yourself. And so this is a way of coming out of that denial. And it's a process. It's something that we'll continue to do as we see. But this is the beginning of it, and this is where we really dig deep and get to whatever we can get to in the healing process.
Right.